Hi folks, and welcome to video 3 on smart ways that you can increase your income in your business. Now, first of all, I want to congratulate you for being on video 3, because here's the truth about entrepreneurs in my experience. Most of them are just busy working all day. So most never take the time to learn to be better. They don't take the time to watch videos like this. This is only a few minutes long, this video. But the truth is, by the end of it, you are going to know real and new ways that you can increase your business. You literally will be able to apply the stuff I'm about to tell you and make a lot more money, not just next week, but for the next 20 years. And isn't it amazing that most people don't say they have the time to do this? They're too busy working. You know, they're too busy doing stuff other than learning how to build a great business. So thanks for being on video 3. It's going to be really cool. Now, you recall that in our last video, and I hope you saw that, it's in your email box, so go back and have a look. We dealt with 4 really powerful areas of building a business. The first is an unusual one. It's the entrepreneur's confidence. I showed really quite clearly why being confident, having a huge degree of confidence as an entrepreneur, dramatically affects how much money you earn. It affects who you ask for JVs, it affects the type of things you try, and it certainly affects how powerful and persuasive you are in sales presentations. So we talked about a special technique for how to develop confidence. Second, we talked about the power of offering an expensive option, and I showed this incredibly simple method of massively increasing your income. Third, we talked about my unique method of getting twice as much done in the day than many business owners ever get done, and a method of shortening the amount of hours that you work each day and therefore getting home to your family and the other great stuff in life. And that was around a 3 to-do list system. And then fourthly, we talked about how to activate old clients. Incredible opportunities there to dig in and get someone that paid you money in the past and get them to pay you money again. So very powerful video, as was the video before, I think you'll agree. And now in our third video, we're going to talk about another 4 tangible, practical ways that you can make more money in your business. Okay, so here's number 1. Number 1 is create multiple streams of customers. Create multiple streams of customers. See, here's the problem with most businesses that I see, and I see hundreds and hundreds of businesses. Most only have 1 or 2 ways they get clients in. So very often it's referrals. That's one way. And then second of all, it might be just one medium. It might be Google AdWords, or it might be the website, or it may be Yellow Pages. But most people don't really have more than 1 or 2 ways that customers get brought in the door, or potential leads at least get brought in the door. And that is just really foolish. It's also very dangerous, because the truth is that, you know, Google only has to change something and suddenly AdWords, your campaign doesn't work as well, or you slip further down the website rankings because of one of their changes. Or, you know, certainly there's a lot of people watching this that built their business through Yellow Pages advertising. And as we all know, the physical Yellow Pages is in great decline. So they're finding that that system is not working very well. So it's very dangerous to rely on just 1 or 2 different ways to bring in customers. And it's foolish also because the potential for you to make so much more money than you're currently making, if you had multiple streams of customers coming in rather than from just 1 or 2 sources, is phenomenal. Truly, I mean, you could potentially make millions of dollars more over the next few years if you just get really good at having multiple streams of leads coming in. So how do you do that? Well, what you need to do is, first of all, set a target of, instead of having 1 or 2 mediums, marketing mediums that are working, that you have at least 4 that are working really well. So just imagine that. If you had 4 different ways instead of 2 different ways of bringing customers in, what's the likelihood of your income increasing? It's massive. What's the likelihood of your income doubling? Well, I think it's pretty high. If those mediums are good, if they're effective, if you've got double the amount of customers coming in or potential customers coming in, it's no exaggeration to say that many people will double the income that they make. So when you really think about it, this is an area we should all be thinking about deeply. So how do we do it? Well, first of all, what we need to do is we need to test different marketing media. See, what happened with a lot of people is they opened their doors and they knew a lot about their business, but they didn't know much about marketing. And so they did some Google ads, or they did some Yellow Pages ads or a few cold calls, and they developed a stream of customers. But now what you've got to do is experiment in all the different advertising mediums that are around. What are some of these advertising mediums? Well, first of all, direct mail. You could mail people. Telephone. You could call people. Thirdly, you could send them offers. Fourthly, you could use Google, so Google AdWords. Fifthly, you could use search engine optimization. Six, you could use radio. You could try that. Seven, you could develop new types of website design, and I'll talk a little about that going forward in a few minutes. And we go on and on. The truth is there's just so many newspaper ads, local newspaper ads, magazine ads, so many mediums that you can try. Outdoor posters, stickers, things in your letterbox. I mean, it's incredible what you can potentially do. Okay, so what you do is you spend a little time each month trying one of these new mediums. And I'm not talking about spending a large amount of money. I didn't mention anything in that group that actually costs a lot of money. I'm talking about low cost, inexpensive, fast trials of different advertising techniques. Now, what we do is we teach you how to do all that, but it's not that hard to learn if you want to do the research yourself. You may not do it as well as us if you were taught by us, but you will still make great progress. So that's what you do. You say, okay, this month I'm going to try a new ad medium. Next month I'm going to try another one. Next month I'm going to try another one. Now what happens is, at the end of 7 or 8 months, you found another 2 or 3 that work, I can tell you. And all of a sudden, you got double the customers coming in. And that is a fantastic thing, because it's a little bit of work up front, and then it's 5, 10, 15 years of making more money. Very, very powerful. It's not at all unlikely that you could double the amount of money you earn if you get good at this. Okay, that's number 1. Create multiple streams of customers. Number 2, have a weekly marketing morning. Have a weekly marketing morning. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, look, if I was to ask you, what is the most important part of your business? What would you say? Well, most people have never really asked themselves that question. But I think if they really thought long and hard about it, they'd have to conclude that marketing is the most important part of their business. Because you can be the best in the world at what you do, but the truth is, you're never going to earn as much as someone who is excellent at marketing. Why? Because they're just bringing in so many leads, so many customers, so they can charge more, they can hire more staff, they can step back from their business because they've got so much income coming through. I mean, it's just phenomenal how life changes when you get really good at marketing. And I think, when you think about it, you'll agree that is probably the most important part of any business, the one most likely to affect how much money we earn. Okay, so here's a question for you. How much time each week are you spending on marketing? It's a very sobering question for a lot of people, because I've found, and I've dealt with a lot of really intelligent entrepreneurs, many of them are spending almost no time on marketing. So the idea of the marketing morning is that you allocate one morning a week. That's it. It's locked off in your diary. Let's make it, say, a Tuesday morning. And you do no meetings. You don't talk to staff. You just sit and work on your marketing. You try out different stuff. You just get good at it. So what do? Well, first of all, you can study marketing during that morning. How do you learn how to do a Google ad? Maybe you'll do one of our courses. Maybe you work with us, and you'll study some of the stuff we teach you. You might also trial things. So you say, okay, in this marketing morning, I'm gonna write a series of 3 letters that I'm gonna send out to 1,000 potential clients, and that's what I'm gonna do this morning. Or you might monitor So you say, okay, so let's have a look at the results of what we've been doing. You call in one of your staff members and say, okay, how's this worked? How's this worked? So you can monitor. And then you could also delegate. So you could say, okay, here's what I want to do. Now, who can I outsource this to? Either inside my company or outside my firm, whatever it is, away from me, so that I can get it moving this week and start building a new source of income. So study, trial, monitor, delegate. That's what we do inside the Marketing Morning. But here's the thing. If you don't think you've got time to spend half a day a week on building your business, on marketing, what on earth are you spending it on? I'll tell you what, just handling current clients. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to put a massive ceiling on your business. I'll bet it already has put a massive ceiling of growth on your business. I'm not saying handling clients isn't important, but if you can't spend one morning a week, so that's 10% of your working time on getting more customers, well, let me tell you, that is just plain crazy. You know, no offense, but that is madness for you not to A, get really good at marketing, and B, to devote half a day a week, 10% of your time, to actually building your whole business. So that's point 2, have a weekly marketing morning. Tip number 3 is triple your website copy. You know, there's so much talk about the internet, isn't it? How amazing it is, all these people making a fortune. How much money are you making on the internet? From your website? Well, once again, I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs, and not all, but most of them ain't earning that much. They get the occasional phone call, but if you really look at it, the percentage of people that actually call them who see their website is infinitesimally low. I bet it's the same in your situation. You look at how many people are visiting your website, and then you look at how many call you, and you go, my God, that is such a small number. What a waste. So what we do is we talk develop a whole system where you will dramatically increase how much money you make from your website, and we turn it into the money machine that it should be. But just for now, I want to give you a really important tip, and that tip is to triple your website copy. To triple your website copy. By that I mean that you want to put vastly more information in your website than you currently do. See, here's the thing. Broadly speaking, the internet is an information medium. It's not a buying medium. I know there's a million sites where they sell stuff, but for most business owners, and most of you, you're going on the website, on the internet primarily for information. So let's say you're looking for an accountant. Well, you're not immediately going to buy the services of an accountant, are you? No, you're digging around, you're getting information. Or let's say you want to buy a stereo, the same thing. You know, you're digging around for information. So it's mostly an information medium. Now later it becomes a buying medium if you do a good job. And for some websites, a very small number of them, it is a buying medium. Now, if we accept that for the vast majority of us, the internet is an information medium, then how much information are you giving on your website? Here's my experience, having studied many, many hundreds of companies' websites, is most are just brochures. They're just a bit of boasting, a few lines about what they do and you know, their product line and a bit about their stuff. So very little that actually persuades you to buy what they're offering. And you know, the truth is your website may fall into this category. So what you need to do is you need to tell them why you're better. I mean, really why you're better, not just like some flimsy boasts, but actually say, okay, these are the 7 reasons why you should consider us. This is the history of our staff. This is the experience of our staff. This is how our products are made in detail. Here's what you should beware of if you're buying one of these products. Here's what you should look for if you're about to appoint a company in this area. Here's some, you know, what our clients think of us, etc., etc., etc. And at least triple the amount of copy, the amount of words that you have inside your website. Why? So that someone who is seriously looking to purchase what you're offering has enough to be persuaded and potentially make a decision. Now here's what's cool about it. Almost nobody does this. So if you just fill your copy with powerful reasons why and background to why you're so good, they'll look at your website and they'll compare it to your competitors that have got almost nothing on it, just a few paragraphs in each page. Not persuasive at all. And you will get vastly more people calling you and buying from you. Why? Because in the words of the great American advertising expert, actually Scottish by birth, David Ogilvy, the more you tell, the more you sell. The more you tell, the more you sell. At least for serious buyers, people are ready to buy. And almost every company fails this. So that's number 3, triple your website copy. You finding this useful? Are you seeing how easily you can make much, much more money in your business if you just listen to people who can tell you how and actually do what we say? So in these 3 videos so far, we have certainly showed you ways to make hundreds of thousands of dollars extra already. Here's a 4th one. It's a killer. I love this one. Sell more to your current customers. See, we're always looking for new customers, aren't we? But to find a new customer, well, that takes time. That takes effort. And it's often expensive, to start doing all the marketing and stuff. But what about your current customers? They are 10 times easier to make money from. Why? Because they already know you. So you've got over that hurdle. They already like you. They think you're pretty good. And so you've got over that hurdle. Now, what else are you going to sell them? Now, this way alone will massively increase how much you make. You see, if you sell them one thing, and now you come back to them and you show them something else, you're going to find 20% of them, 15% of them are going to buy it because they've got a relationship with you, because what you did for them last time worked, because they respect your opinion. Most people don't do this. So what I'm asking you to do is ask them to buy from you more in 2 different ways. The first is as soon as they buy. Now, this is a fact that almost nobody knows. But one of the easiest ways to make more money from current customers is to ask them to buy another thing, or to buy an add-on, or to buy this extra stuff as soon as they buy. Why? Because at the point that they buy, A, the checkbook's out, and B, this is in many ways the most highly respected you'll ever be. They can only see upside working with you. So they're totally committed to this. They're totally committed to you. And they're really enthusiastic and they're excited about buying from you, right? Now, offer them something else. Hey, a lot of our customers, you might say, hey, a lot of our customers also get this because it does X, Y, and Z. Would you like that as well? Bang. You do that and you'll often find that that clients will buy it. It's the classic McDonald's question, would you like fries with that? Okay, so first of all, you develop a system where you immediately ask them to buy something else when they first come to you. And second of all, the other way you get more money out of your current clients is you ask them several times a year in all kinds of ways. For instance, why don't you send them a few offers? We've got a special offer for our birthday. You can get this, this, and this. Send it out to your email list or call your clients. Or maybe you have a sale twice a year. Or maybe you've got a special event. Hey, guys, come in. We've got this special event. Or, someone's giving a speech. If you're selling a service, someone's giving a talk on this subject. Come on in. And you use that as a way of selling them again. Or maybe you've got new staff, and that's a reason. Come on in and meet our new staff member. They've got this, experience, and I think they could really help you. Or maybe you just offer a bigger menu of products and you announce these new products or these new services throughout the year that you're offering. But even though it's so simple, when you do this, you're going to find that 10, 15, 20% of your clients are going to purchase from you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful way to increase your income. So there's yet another 4. There's 12 ways already that we're going to increase your income. These are easy to do. Every one of them work. I test this with entrepreneurs from all over the world. And I can tell you, this stuff works. So I hope you're seeing the potential of your business. I hope you're seeing just how much money you should be making in your business. and the kind of business you should be building. Of course, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I want you to stay tuned, because in the next couple of days, I'm going to send you another final fourth video. It's a short one, and it's got an offer on it, and it's going to tell you a method by which you can dramatically increase your sales, your revenue, and therefore your profits. All right, so it's coming to you. It's if you like these other ones, you're really going to like it. Stay tuned for that, and it's a pleasure being with you. I'm so glad you're learning all these great ways to build your business. Watch out in your email box for the next upcoming video. Cheers.